Good afternoon, everyone. In the today's session, we would like to discuss regarding the differential kinematics and robotics. Coming to the point of this differential kinematics. So, what is the main purpose of this kinematics? For the movement of the end effector for commencement of different tasks within the industries, such as pick and place of kind of robots, pick and place of the material from one place to another place, lifting of the heaviest objects from ground floor to a certain elevation levels, and even transforming of the material from one sector or from one coordinate frame to another coordinate frame. There is nothing but from one direction to the another direction with respect to theta. So that we have already constituted the type of based on the different types of joints, as it is the rotational joints or revolutory kind of joints, and normally the prismatic type of joints. So creating of the motions, nothing but the movements with respect to the commencement of work varies with respect to different frames. Nothing but entering from xy coordinate frame to the yz coordinate frame, or to the zx coordinate frame, vice versa. And the motions that has been created for commencement of those kinds of tasks, particularly in different coordinate axes, as per our classifications we have been seen, plays a major role in the industrial sector for getting the perfect ratio of output. The major purpose in the case of these differential transformations is nothing but in the global type of global coordinate systems, global type of situations, the homogeneous transformations that imposes the velocities of the frames, and it compares with respect to a conventional dynamics vector approach. Simply, we can say that the Jacobian, which is used to map the motion between the joint and the Cartesian space for an essential operation, the two, a curvilinear robotic motion is required in different kinds of applications, such as milling, drilling, reaming, welding process, and assembly conditions, etc. Coming to the differential motion summary. So the differential forms, these are calculated based on the velocities of frames, which is applying to the conventional vector equations. Nominally, Jacobian is an very much important aspect in the case of this robotics, because the joint spaces and its control alignments over the robot to which the actions are being done in physical Cartesian space, basically, which is mapped to the motion in joint space for the commencement of the actions over these links and joints, particularly forward actions and simultaneously the inverse actions, nothing but return actions, forward and inverse Jacobian relations. Basically, these relations are very much difficult to obtain in the case of the singular configurations because they should be combined in a global or three-dimensional analysis. Hence, it's very much clear for us that the equations for the Jacobian is very much easy to determine for a robot based on the current robot configurations. As clearly specified by the scientists, that's Waldron et al. In the journal, there is a study of the Jacobian matrix of serial manipulators, which is published in American Society of Mechanical Engineering Journal in June 1985. In this, you come across towards the particulars such as reviewing of the differential transformations. So what is the basic need of differential transformations? The mode that made confiding towards the differential transformations. Consideration of the screw velocity matrix. Relating the differential transformations to different coordinate frames. Even using of these differential transformations in order to define the velocities within the frames, determining the Jacobian for serial robots, particularly utilizing this Waldron's method for serial kind of analysis. And determining this Jacobian for parallel robots and examining the robot singularities and its dynamics. So you need to happen any kind of the factors that movement of the links over the joints, either in rotational basis or also in prismatic considerations. The velocity plays a major role. Here the vector is, or the values confiding towards this vector as the global coordinate axis, as in the diagram it is clearly initiating that is the first position of the end effector, and after the transformation that it leads to the change in its global coordinates, that is x, y, and z. See, it is very much clear from the coordinate frame that this is the point and the coordinate axis of this point is completely deviating and changing in its coordinate axis with respect to this particular point after the transformation is getting taken place. That too with respect to a time bound and with a particular displacement might be achieving within the rotational strategy. Normally we can say that rotational strategy. So how many types of movements that we are having? Rotational type of joint, revolutory type of joint, prismatic type of joint. We are having three different types of joints, and even the velocities also will be considering based upon those joints itself. where vector is W can be resolved into the components, that is P specified in the pictorial representations P, that too analyzed in the base frame with respect to equation that is T into W. There's transformation of that particular vector TW in the sense. So transformation in the sense the movement that need to be created of that particular vector from that position to next position. Now with a small displacement that creates a small displacement, this T frame is expressed by new frame. So this is the frame initially that has been obtained, and with a small displacement, it is elevates to a new frame development as that particularly relates the transformation, initial transformation that is T, and displays the transformation it is T dash. So hence T dash is equal to T plus a slight change in the displacement with respect to the T. So hence we can say that T into delta T is the change that has been commenced within the transformation depending upon the displacement variation under the small displacement. And hence a vector W in the new frame, that is T, is once perturbed. And in the case of global agitation, so initially it is denoted with respect to the P. In the global chord agitation, it's denoted with P dash. Hence P dash is equal to W is nothing but the coordinate values x in x, y, and z directions. That the T dash of W, and hence T dash is equal to T plus a small displacement delta into T. So T plus delta T into the coordinate axis W. Hence the delta move, that is P dash minus P, it becomes a P dash minus T. So P dash is nothing but T plus delta T into W, that's the confining, and next P is nothing but the TW as initially specified. Transformation that is happening for a particular global coordinate values x, y, z. And on an gratitude, this TW plus delta TW minus TW. So plus TW minus TW will be getting cancelled and will be obtaining with respect to the delta TW. So the final position will be obtained with respect to the delta TW. So the velocity calculations is in this way will be getting calculated. Coming to the Jacobian and that too singularities. Singularities. Particularly as denoted with a back movement, so uniform movement, so sliding motions. See here, sliding motions. It is going in a particular movement and has to retract back into same direction. So there is singularity. Sliding motion will be having singularity. That too will deviate with respect to the joint basis. On this joint basis, this is the initial link 1 and link 2. So upon extension of link 2, particularly only the link 2, link 1 will be getting changing in its position by decreasing in its slight displacement of joint. And if furtherly having this sliding, this is the end effector holding up here, sliding, automatically displacement will be getting created over the joint. That is a major factor. And even in order to retract, in the retracting position also, similarly the jointal positions will be achieved back to its position. Particularly that is called inverse. So back movement is called inverse. Sliding to motion is called Jacobian. Inverse position back to the joint attaining back to its source position is called inverse Jacobian. Nominally, this is actions creating an unitary motions. So simultaneously, with this case of joints, it is having extension mode to a particular mode where the length of this link 1 and link 2 supports to extend the end effector to a maximum limitations, and retraction to a minimum sliding actions. That is referred to the singularity. Considering an example of particularly towards the conventional solution, see here we are having V is equal to V naught plus omega into x rho. So that V naught is equal to Vt plus W into R. Here, initially for a particular joint, it is the basic source that having with respect to one global coordinate values, that is 2 comma 3 comma 0 as clearly specified in the pictorial representation. Upon its extension, nothing but frame C is aligned with respect to the base frame. Hence, this is the frame C is aligned with respect to the base frame with an intermediate contact of the another link, which is unit vectors called in a parallel range. Upon extension, we'll be changing the end effector values, that is P is equal to 3 comma 5 comma 0 with respect to the frames. As indeed to identify the velocity V naught, that is equal to Vt plus omega into R, having the rotational motions and with respect to a particular radius of its movement, upon calculations, we'll be getting the particular value, and upon substituting the V naught with respect to the omega, nothing but orientations. So what is the orientation here? That is 2 radians, right? Omega and the values will be getting the particular end zone of value, nothing but its movement or dynamical actions done by the end effector based upon the link 1 and link 2 movement. Initially, link 1 movement creates in its oriental basis denoted with respect to the omega, and link to the sliding actions that has been done with respect to the velocity, that's V naught. And final movement, that is capital V, causing because of both link 1 and link 2 movements, both will reflect in the change in its global coordinate values of the end effector particularly. So here end effector. So for example, if link 1 has been oriented, simultaneously link 2 will be oriented. Finally, this end effector also will change its position in its global coordinate values. Or else simply by keeping ideal of this link 1, link 2 is being rotated or else gets slided. Obviously, only this end effector will be getting changed in its value without disturbing this link 1 value, right? So, by analyzing that, when compared with end effector with respect to the base frame, there is the final velocity that is equal to link 1 changes plus this link 2 changes. In the case of its orientation, in the case of its rotations. So upon addition, we'll be getting the values. Coming to the serial robots. So what is meant by serial robots? Collection of the velocities for each and every joint in the form. So for example, we are having n number of joints. So initially the joint is joint n, and next joint it is joint I plus 1, and the next joint it is joint I, and furtherly from base frame it is another link which is supporting with respect to the joint 1. Considering this particular linkage, joint n, joint I plus 1, joint I plus joint I plus 1, and for each and every one there will be a minimal rotation for each and every link. Here it is a rotational joint, here it is the prismatic joint, nothing but sliding actions. Here the rotation joint, and this is the rotation joint. Rotation is nothing but theta inclination that is occurring with respect to the base strategy, as we have been discussed in the kinematics of machine, kinematics of robotics also in the unit number 3. So in order to identify this, we have an velocity relationship that v is equal to omega into small v, that is change in its velocity, that is equal to r rotations into prismatic moments. So how many rotations are being considered? EI and EI into R plus one rotation and rotation with respect to a particular inclination. And prismatic moments, initially there is no prismatic moment, and one prismatic second. For link 1 there is no any change, and for link 2 it is having EI. That is prismatic moment. So for what it is getting considered Q dash. Q dash is nothing but the vector. So coordinate values will be framed up here with respect to the rotations, rotational values in the case of R here, and prismatic movements that in a particular link. There is link 1 sectors and this is the link 2 sectors, or values of link 2 and link 2, link 1 values and link 2 values. So finally velocity we can be calculated. Next, nearness to the singularities. The Jacobian determinant can always be expanded into the form. See, when it's a sequence, basic of S of Q is equal to link 1, S1 of Q, link 2, S2 of Q, so on, SK of Q. One or more the singularities that is equal to 0, if anyone in the it's a sequence, particular sequence, then we can conclude that we are having at one or more singular configurations. And if that singularities are very much small, then you're having the nearest singular configurations where that SI is equal to SI of Q is less than or equal to 0. Particularly if Si of Q is greater than or equal to 0, greater than 0, normally it increases in near singularities. But what is the singularity condition? First of all, we will be looking after towards the parallel kind of robots. Parallel robots. So parallel robots in the sense simultaneously side by side two robots will be getting agitated, and or simultaneous operations, nothing but similar operations will be getting executed over by these two agitations. Hence, the parallel manipulator is nothing but singular when either Z of Q or X or both are singular. Nothing but that is the condition that is being obtained. Singular is the condition is being obtained by that of ZQ is equal to 0, as we've been seen in the previous singular formulation. Hence, we can consider this as an inverse kinematics singularity. Inverse kinematics singularity. And even this is the kind of singularity where that motions causes no actions in the case of platform along certain directions. Along with certain directions. For picker robot, picker in the sense holding of the objects within the industry, pick and place kind of robot. The limb links lie over the plane, that is theta 2i is equal to 0. That when this upper arm of the link, nothing but theta 3 is equal to 0 or 5 or 180 degrees. So nothing but ఎప్పుడు parallel గా ఉంటుందండి 0 frame basis లో ఉన్నప్పుడు లేదు అని అంటే 180 degrees ఆఫ్ ఫ్రేమ్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు ప్యారలల్ గా మనకి అనిపిస్తూ ఉంటుంది. నథింగ్ బట్ ఇట్ కొలైడ్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు ద frame, similar kind of frame, but it will be deviating with respect to the base frame. For example, this is the base frame and this is one of the frame, and these two are parallel. The distance will be getting agitated between these two different collinear lines. T nominal axis of change in y terminology. And then one more condition it is, maybe it's occurring in an hexagonal cylindrical arrangement. As we know that singularity is that of jx is equal to or jy is equal to jz is equal to 0. That refers directly with respect to the kinematic, or commonly we'll be calling as a direct kinematic singularity. So this is the condition will be noticing particularly at the kind of picking of the object. Simultaneously, almost all the links will be acting in order to hold the object tightly. See, for example, in the jigs and fixtures, there will be two jaws. So two jaws will be parallel to each other. Upon our operation, nothing but tightening of the screw, both these holders or jaws will be holding the object. That too, they will be acting very much parallel in nature. Right? Coming to the differential transformations, the transformations that are being varied with respect to a minimal displacement is calculated. And after the transformation with respect to that is the first point. And the second point is that transformations will be conditioned by varying with respect to the different links. So not only one link. So on different links, it is being agitated when it's change of its movement. So that change of movement over the link 2 will be directly projecting with respect to the link 3, affecting the link 3. And finally, the end effector will be attaching with respect to the link 3. That will be compared with respect to the base link, and hence the final transmission can be captured. See here, A, B, C towards the X frame differences and its position variation to a maximum extent. And second link, ABC, that is towards Y axis and its position change in the Y terminology. Simultaneously, with respect to the Z frame, the third link movements and its position change in the Z axis. So unitary matrix confinement towards the global homogeneous matrix. And the values will be substituted here based upon the given identification of work within the industrial sector and getting the values. Particularly, what kind of transformations, differential transformations in the sense will be had? See, rotational and translational relations. So these are the two different factors or movements can be entertained in the case of these transformations, where that delta in its change is equal to delta of x in I frame and delta of y in z frame or delta of z in k frame. Simultaneously, displacement dx of I plus dx of j plus dz of k. Particularly in the diagrammatically also, if any minute displacement variation has been occurred, it reflects in three-dimensional analysis until and unless any one of the frame is coincided to the end effector. So without any coinciding factors, almost 100% that the values, coordinate values will be getting deferred. So that's to how much extent that need to be calculated individually depending upon the each and every frames that should be compared with respect to the base frames. right? So how we'll be getting analyze the displacement which has been made. See here in the pictorial representation, this is the T where the initial displacement that has been occurred. And next one is T dash, that is an occurring due to the slight displacement. So how this will be getting occurred? The change in units is minute transformation. So with slight displacement, transformation will be getting occurred due to the displacement. The displacement may be occurred either may be of the rotational factors or else the sliding prismatic movements created in the links. The two depending upon the joints. Hence, the changing in its displacement or else change in its transformations. How, why the transformations? What are the changes of this transformations relates to? That the transformations of holding with respect to the theta deflection and with respect to the sliding diffractions, prismatic movements minus I. Hence, that relates towards the T factor of factorial of T into delta. The delta is of H of R homogeneous matrix. The delta relates to the homogeneous matrix of this d theta comma dp. Okay, this is the differential transformation. Upon substituting the values in the homogeneous matrix in the delta, that is towards the x, y, z. This is the formulations obtained. Coming in one example, the delta variant with respect to transformations in the working phenomena with respect to the work frame, calculating the velocity. Hence, W is equal to the rho and delta naught, substituting the vector values here and the transformation values. So, upon both the T transformations, upon cross multiplication, that is multiplication with respect to row into column, we will be having the final velocity in meters per second, right? I think the similar values will be getting obtained for parallel kind of robots. So parallel in the sense similar 0 or 180. So a similar theta values relates to a similar obtain of values. That's the differential solutions. Thank you. We'll be meeting in the next class.